I want to say thank you to all the men and women in all the branches of service that have fought for our freedom so that I can be a business owner in America. All right, guys, what's going on? Another day, another dollar. Today we're doing a landscape job, another one. This one's a little bit smaller. Shouldn't take more than a few hours to get done. And basically what we're doing is we're just doing a border around the front flower bed and around the tree in the front yard. And we're using 4-inch, I believe it's limestone, and kind of that natural stone look. And then we're just gonna border it off. We've already put the mulch in, but I need to go grab a little bit more so we can, once we get the edge in, we can extend the mulch out a little bit. So one thing I wanted to talk about real quick before we get started with today's video is here, actually a week from today, I'm gonna be going to Arkansas. What's that, Hot Springs, Arkansas. And anyway, Kevin from Fall River and Blake from It's His Turf are doing a hands-on training course, which I thought was really, really cool because a lot of guys, they have their books, they have their programs, they have all that kind of stuff. And Blake and Kevin decided to take it kind of one step further and do a hands-on 2-day, actually take you out in the field and actually, you know, office work, all that type of stuff. And it's going to be hands-on for 2 full days. And I thought, man, that's pretty awesome. And so I'm going to go take advantage of that and go down there, try to learn something, and which I know I will. Those guys are really, really smart, really, really successful in business. So I'm going to go down there and try to pick their brains. It's kind of, I can't remember what they call it, but it's like the playbook class or something like that. And you can get it on their, you know, you can sign up on their website at turfandtools.com. So one thing they did want me to mention to anybody that's interested in coming to the hands-on training course this coming Monday, which is the 3rd and the 4th. If you guys are interested, there is a discount code. Right off the top of my head, I'm not 100% sure what it is, but I'll put the link in the description and all that kind of stuff in the bottom. So if anybody's interested, anybody's in the area, and you guys want to check it out, I think it's going to be really, really helpful. And but you can also contact Blake, and you can also contact Kevin. I'll put their channels below as well, and I'll put maybe their email address down there. So if you guys have any questions, you can contact them and go from there. But I'm really excited about it. The hands-on stuff. I learned better that way. I'm not real good at reading. I'm not real good at retaining information that way. So hands-on, and that way I can kind of ask questions as they come to me. To me, that's the better environment for me to learn in. So I'm really, really excited about this. So anyway, let's get started on today's video. We got to go get some mulch. We've already got the edging, and then we're going to try to get this thing done today. So I did get the truck back. Picked it up this morning. They had it for 4 or 5 days. So basically I took it in and I got the rear main seal replaced that was leaking. And then they told me my valve covers were leaking. And then there was something else. So one thing with this truck, especially when it's cold, when I started it up, it would surge. It would kind of like the RPMs would rev up, then they'd go way down, like almost to the point where the truck was going to die, and then they would kind of rev up again. And I can't remember what the part was, but they fixed that. So I've actually been contemplating on buying another truck, or a newer truck, a better truck, however you want to put it. But I kind of decided that I'm just, you know, I put some money into this one. Last year I put new tires on it. We did the radiator and all that kind of stuff last year. And then obviously I just got it out of the shop now, and she's running really good. And I really don't need another truck. Maybe if I had a second crew, but I think I'm kind of far from that right now. Hopefully we might get to that point, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna roll with this one, man, because it's paid off. It's running good. Still looks pretty decent from the outside. The inside's pretty tore up. Needs a lot of cosmetic work. This damn headliner right here, I sprayed it. It kind of stuck up there for a few days, and then it kind of started to fall back down again. But you know what? It's a work truck. Like I said, she starts right up every single morning without fail. We had some issues with her, but she's getting all fixed up and doctored up, and now she's running pretty good. I'm pretty impressed. Yeah. To be honest with you guys, you know, I'm not a big fancy truck kind of guy. You know, yeah, sure, I'd love to have me a brand new 2020 Silverado 2500 with all the bells and whistles. That'd be freaking awesome. But that's just a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money, and that's a lot of money for to just dedicate to your business. And I understand when you're a bigger business, and you know you need bigger write-offs and all that type of stuff. But for just a small little business, what I have, I just don't need nothing more. And I think a lot of times guys get in trouble because they see a lot of people on social media talking about, you know, their big trucks and their new trucks and all that type of stuff, and you know, they're $50,000, $60,000 trucks, and they think they need the same thing, and they kind of get in trouble. You know, you don't have the money coming in that, you know, would warrant a purchase like that. So yeah, it's kind of hard to get around. The Duramax that I had, that's the most money I've ever spent on a vehicle in my life, and it was $19,400. That's how much I spent. And I'm at the point now to where, you know, I don't want another loan. I don't want anything like that. And you know, if something happens to this truck, I'm always kind of keeping my eye out. So I'm always looking on Facebook Marketplace. I'm always looking on Craigslist and all types of different things. I probably get on there twice a week and just see what's on there, what's new, and all that type of stuff. So I know for a fact right now, like if this truck just totally crapped out and I couldn't get it fixed and it was gonna cost too much or whatever the case may be, I can go out and buy another truck tomorrow and replace it. And that's just kind of where I'm at with my life and my business, that I just don't want to spend a whole lot of money on a vehicle when I can go spend $5,000 to $8,000 on a really good looking truck that runs good, and if it lasts me a few years, then I'm happy. So this truck here, I paid, what was it, $3,200 for this truck. Paid cash $3,200 two years ago, 2.5 years ago, something like that. And I've over the last couple of years, I've probably put, I'd say $2,000 to $2,500 worth of money into this truck, and some of that's tires, some of it's repairs, but yeah, I'm happy with it, man. I'd say altogether probably no more than $6,000 into this truck, and I got a good running truck, and that gets me from A to B, and still looks pretty good with the wrap on there and all that type of stuff. So I'm good with it. All right, so here's what we're doing. So pretty simple. We're just trying to get this corner here figured out.
this stuff here probably pull right up.
Yeah, that's our side there.
All right, so we're about done with this job. It didn't take very long. Ground's pretty wet and soft, so the digging was really easy. In and out, including getting the stone this morning. This job's gonna take 4 hours. Not too shabby. So I'm not sure how you guys do that type of stone. I don't really think you need to put any base in there. They're decently heavy. They're not going to really move around, and I just don't think it's really that necessary. They're not very tall, so they're not going to tip over or nothing like that. Obviously, if the ground kind of gets really wet and soggy, they might settle a little bit, but I don't think so. I've done a couple of these jobs with that type of stone. Had really good luck with them. Never had any problems, any callbacks or anything like that. So anyway, yeah, if you guys kind of, leave me a comment below if you guys do something different with that type of edging. I know some people put sand in, maybe a little bit of rock and then some sand or whatever, but with those, since they're kind of natural stone, they're not straight, they're not really level across. I just don't think it's that big of a deal to to get them all nice and level, because they're not going to be level, because the stones are they're natural. But that doesn't mean that there's not a better way to do it that I don't know about. So if there is, let me know. So anyway, I'm gonna grab this mulch real quick. He's gonna lay the fabric, and I'll be back there in maybe 10 minutes.